there is word this morning Blackberry was handed a lifeline just weeks ago, but Ottawa cut it off before it could even kick in. Scott Peterson has those details. What's this latest lifeline?
All part of this murky policy that Ottawa has towards the communication industry in Canada. At this point, Chinese company Lenovo was very interested in making a bid for Blackberry, but Ottawa stepped in and made it clear to Blackberry that they were not going to let this deal go through, so Blackberry ceased and desist. There was no reason to spend and waste time if the deal wasn't going to go through. According to the Globe and Mail, Ottawa intervened up to a couple of months ago, told Blackberry not to pursue any deal with Lenovo, citing national security concerns. And so this follows what happened with Manitoba Telecom. They were trying to spin off a division of theirs. Ottawa stepped in, citing an unspecified security concern. So it seems there's not a lot of appetite in Ottawa for allowing Blackberry to be taken away over by a Chinese-related firm at this point. And no doubt there's been some conversation between Ottawa and Washington. U.S. has concerns of their own as well. When you look at President Obama continuing to use his own Blackberry personally, despite national security telling him not to, and also 500,000 U.S. officials, including the Defense Department, still hooked on those Blackberries. So no to Lenovo. We know as of yesterday, the Fairfax financial deal collapsed. What is left for Blackberry as far as future options? This is what a lot of analysts are going to be asking themselves. There was a lot of revisions to the downside for the stock yesterday after this blockbuster announcement. But John Chen, he's the interim CEO, no doubt going to be taking a look at this. He is a turnaround expert. He turned around Sybase. He's got political connections in Washington. He's going to be sharpening the knives. There's a couple of different things that could happen here. The Blackberry Messenger service could be predicted to make up to $300 million per year revenue all on its own. Patents is another big area here. It's most of the value of Blackberry now. Fairfax very interested in that, and that debt issue that they did yesterday gives them priority over shareholders for those very patents. Here's what the CEO of Starbucks, another sort of a semi-turnaround expert of his own, had to say on George Strombopoulos last night on his show.
I think when you're dealing with technology, which I think trumps everything in relationship to a seismic change in consumer behavior, if you fall that far behind in that category, I think they're in deep trouble.
So he's not the only one thinking they're in deep trouble. There's a lot of, like I said, analysts revising to the downside, with National Bank Financial cutting the stock down to 1/3 of what they previously thought, down to $3.13. Lots of revisions, lots of pessimism as far as this company being able to function going forward.